Yes, I'm listening. Oh, what is it? I shall treasure this forever. Or until I'm bored with it. Sure, what's on your mind? I have an itch in a really inappropriate place. I would scratch it, but I'm sure you don't want to see me itching my... never mind. Let's not hang around then. Yes? Did you want something? Sure. What's on your mind? I'm here if you ever need me.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Everything's for sale. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
Well, this is fun. You and me just walking around doing stuff to each other. I mean, with each other, but not like that. Like bonding. Not that kind, though. Was there something you wanted? That's very thoughtful of you.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. A united empire is better for everyone. I was born and raised in Skyrim, but the Nords treat us like dirt.
I admit, the dragons are a concern, but we can avoid them if we do not stay in one place for too long.
That may be, but what of the war? That is not so easy to escape from.
The war? That is not a reason to leave. It is a reason to stay.
And what makes you think that?
Because war is good for business, of course.
The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
Khajiit has wares, if you have coin.
Welcome to Khajiit's humble camp. They'll never see you coming.
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage. It's an old city. Legends say dwarves built it first. Then after they vanished, the natives moved in. Finally, the Nords took over around Tiber Septim's time. That bent a few folks' arms the wrong way. They just called themselves the people of the Reach. Not of common blood with the Bretons by the looks of them. Used to have their own kingdom till the Nords came. Now they're at the bottom of the hay pile. That's right, at least according to them scholars. Stonework's clearly not Nord, that much is for sure. Old elven fella named Calcimo, up in Understone Keep's the one you want to talk to for more about that. Wrote all those books. That's right. Whole group of the natives called the Forsworn rose up against the Nords. Drove them out. Then Ulfric Stormcloak came with his militia. That must have been a sight to see him shouting folks to death. You'd think that'd be the end of it, but those Forsworn are still in the hills, and they're as wild as wolves. See ya.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home. Oh, this pendant.
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
No!
Guards! Forsworn!
Do you have something to say?
I die for my people.
Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
I want your honest opinion. What do you think about my boobs?
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. She's a traveler from the Imperial City. Came by every day looking for jewelry for her relatives back home. Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't make any sense. What's happening to this city?
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't. All right then.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Make it quick. Pardon me, stranger. Will you help me raise a flagon for my dear departed brother? May he find peace in Sovngarde. Then let's raise a toast to the best, bravest, and handsomest damn Nord I ever knew. My twin brother, Ungvir! Bravely, as only he could, a group of forsworn stragglers, covered by darkness, made a daring attack at the front gate. My brother caught sight of them immediately, and ran up the steps to fire the mechanical bow. Only some foolish sod must have forgot to grease it or something, because the lever was jammed. Worse yet, the guard manning the tower was fast asleep and didn't sound the horn. My brother would have to defend the city gates by himself. He may have died, but I'm proud to say he took 3 of those savages and a Briarheart with him. He put the fear of Talos in the rest of those stragglers. Let them know that every Reachman was worth a dozen of those forsworn bastards. The rest of the wild folk fled into the night. Who knows what would have happened had they breached the gate? Aye, it was a bit peculiar given how sneaky they usually are. But Uthmer assured me it all happened as they said. He was on duty that night as well. Ungver told him to run into the city and wake the guard when a horn didn't sound. By the time he returned, the forsworn raiders had left, and my brother had fallen. The guard manning the tower? Arrow to the throat. Who knows how many more would have died that day if Ungver wasn't there to save them? My brother died a hero, a savior of the Reach. Anyone who says otherwise, feel free to raise your hand and punch yourself in the face. I trust him with my life, and vouch for his words with my own. Uthmar was more than a watch brother to me and Ungver. He was our best friend. We even made him an honorary member of the family. Thick as thieves, the 3 of us, ever since childhood. I'd sooner believe Dongvor craps silver before I'd believe Uthmar is a liar. All right then.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Ah, yes. Here, take a look at this. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Any aspiring mage would do well to look for the college in Winterhold. Head there, and you'll get what you're after. Although our Jarl's humble wizard might be willing to help you too. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Never work on a farm. They are always full of tools and hoes.
Lumber.
Those hoes are a real
Something
pain
you
to
need,
use.
kinsman.
Never again will I do an
I've
honest day's
tasted
work.
potions better than this mead. Where did you say you got it?
It's anyone's guess. I'm sure my wife will know.
An arrow to the knee? Ha!
Unlike my
brother
husband
took
Clever,
10 arrows
I
to the
watch
knee.
after our guests. Magic. Got no good use for that here. Mages keep to their college in Winterhold. Go bother them. Wish the Jarl's wizard would up and leave with ya. I should remind Clever to clean this place up.
Don't mind the yelling.
Nothing, you
My parents are
pig-headed
always
oaf.
going at each other.
Speak.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up. My mother and father yell a lot. Always have.
What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Good fighting to you.
Oh, did you need something?
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side. Can't be too careful these days, with the war and other dangers. For a fair price, I'll watch your back. Watch your back, friend. Better yet, pay me to do it for you.
Alms. I said alms, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand. How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septums. I feel like living it up. Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple? Way up there? All them women keeping to themselves? Won't let poor Degain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing. You a fighting man? How about a little bet? I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septums says I can take you, bare-handed. Milk drinker. Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan, so all I do is sit here and drink. I think I'm going to get another drink.
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
Nothing, you pig-headed...
A man like me makes a lot of enemies. People are always trying to cheat me.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the 8 give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. Until next time.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments.
No, I'm not Arnleif. Yes, I know it's called Arnleif and Sons. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. Forsworn attack. I miss that stubborn oaf. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Dibella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Come back whenever you need something.
Speak. A patron, speak to a Mednane or the Master. I am but a humble servant. I am Master Lisbeth's personal assistant, so she has said. A Mednane is the Master's apprentice. His duties are to learn the trade and manage the store in the Master's absence. Koznak, whose current whereabouts are unknown, serves as the porter. He handles the shipment and retrieval of merchandise. I assist the Master in the preparation of dinner. No, I do not cook the meals, I simply prepare them. The Master has a specific palate. It requires careful planning to sate it. The Master is also fond of inviting guests, but only those with good taste. Yet it has been some time since the last banquet. I currently serve her alone. It is not her desire that I do so. I insist on calling her my master. I am fond of the word. I would prefer the term mistress, but I fear it would make the master uncomfortable. Not quite. I have made my intentions known. It is up to her to respond. I do not know if she fancies me, yet her previous lover, a male, proved unsatisfactory, so it is said. Goodbye.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want? What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hill saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. Fight well.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing? You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it. Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Degane broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. All right, then.
They don't like us talking to people when we work. Mullish, big orc fella. Can't miss him. Don't get involved in that nonsense. Just want to work. All right, then.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? Who among us could... To behold that honor and such power.
Tacitus, what is this?
Unreal?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion we would call it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just... well, the forge gets so hot and I thought...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Jesus. Now do it again.
I'm Gor's assistant. I help her with the forge.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless. You'd think an apprentice could forge a few hinges, not Tacitus. Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Aklish, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. A girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asked for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Let me know if you need something forged.
Gorza is the one you should ask if you need anything.
It's on the stairs, dear. Just come right in.
I'm Bothella's assistant. She's the one you should talk to if you need an herb or potion.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. I have potions for disease, love sickness, irritating children. Comes with living to a ripe old age.
People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has. Thank you. We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear. Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago. Now, you let me know if you need a cure, or anything else.
There's so much to learn about the shop. I'll never get it all straight.